The Beatles, summertime hits, and the music of the Eagles. Go to grsymphony.org for all the information.
WLHT
FM and HD1.
Grand Rapids.
A Pop Crush radio station.
Connie and Curtis in the morning, and you mix it weekends. Online at mychannel957.com.
The new Channel 95.7. Channel 95.7 West Michigan traffic.
Good morning, Amanda here. The accident on westbound M6 near 131 has been cleared up, so things looking good right there as of right now. There's no accidents to report. Traffic is brought to you by the D&W Fresh Market Picnic Pops at Cannonsburg starting on July 10th. Go to grsymphony.org. If you see anything else out there, please give me a call, 7708-957.
9:05 now. It is 58 degrees, sunny and 76 today. Nice day. Curtis was just telling us a story about an old friend of his.
Yeah, I got a message yesterday saying, hey, man, I know I haven't reached out to you ever here on Facebook, but I'm in trouble here. I need money. I'm homeless. I don't have anything. Could you send me a couple $100? And he apologized profusely throughout the message. Like, I realize how weird this is and how uncool, but I really need some help. So can you help me out? I read the message and then it notified him that I read it. Right. So 4 hours later, he says, hey, you saw the message. What do you think? Are you going to be able to help me out? Please. And again, I'm so sorry.
And now these two were really close 20 years ago,
Yeah.
kind of traipsing around the country together, having it such a naughty time.
Exactly.
That
We're not allowed
Curtis
to talk about it.
can't talk about it at the house. Around the girls.
Around the girls. So I got some tweets saying, you know what, you give strangers money, you give money to charity. Why not help out an old friend? Other people are saying, no way. This guy is out for money, and he's probably doing this as some sort of panhandle.
Laura, what do you say? Good morning. Thanks for holding on, Laura.
No problem. Hey, I work with a lot of families who are homeless. There are a lot of resources in all of the counties in our area that can help out people who are in need without just straight up giving them money.
Okay.
So probably a better idea might be to either, take the time, look up some of those resources there in Kent County or whatever county he lives in, Facebook message those back to him, or even maybe meet with him someplace away from your home and sit down with them and see if you can maybe hook him up with somebody or some places that can help him out.
Yeah, he lives about 1,000 miles away, so I would I'd have to just look it up online.
I would look it up online then, yeah. That's what I would do.
So check out those resources.
Thanks, Laura.
Susan on our Facebook page says, someone you haven't talked to for 20 years isn't your friend. In fact, that person wouldn't even make the cut as her Facebook friend. Like, she keeps it very narrow and very trim, her Facebook.
Right.
I'm friends with everybody from my past, mostly high school people and beyond. That's who I am Facebook friends with.
Right.
So, yeah, I was not shocked. My wife definitely thinks that it's a scam. And I was like, who cares if it's a scam? If it's not a scam, I'd rather be on the winning side.
Right.
It's
very giving of you.
I try to be giving.
Riley sent an email and said, Curtis, this is what I would do. If you could spare it, send your friend a bill pay. 99% of banks offer free bill pay that doesn't expose your account number or home address. I would do $100. Tell him it's all you can afford. Instead of asking him to pay it back, just ask him to pay it forward.
Nice.
If it's a scam, no harm. If it's not, he'll be thankful and pay it forward. That's a good idea, Riley.
That is, but if he's really homeless, he doesn't have any bills. Right?
Can you do? Yeah.
I don't know. What am I bill paying? His cell phone bill? Hey, call Verizon up, and I want to pay his cell phone. I don't want to pay his cell phone bill.
Well, how do you think he's getting on Facebook, though?
Well, from his phone. Like, it definitely says from mobile. But, yeah, who knows? He's running out of money. His phone's going to be shut off. But that's not... I would rather put a roof over his head than I'd keep a phone in his pocket.
Carrie, what do you think?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I actually am tuning in a little bit late today. Normally I'm with you guys early in the morning. But I don't know if you guys had referenced any of the catfishing that's going on recently.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, we have not.
The main thing with that, and I don't know if people know what catfishing is when people go on and they can hack into your computer and your account, or they can fake being somebody else.
Okay.
And potentially the problem is they can fake this for a long time. You never see this person.
Now, here's the nice thing. The nice thing about the life that you two as friends live
this
together.
This is a real person.
Well, and if somebody broke into his account, you can ask him a very specific question.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you can ask the question. So and you know what? Maybe that's the next step is just ask the question. Hey, do you remember this one time? Or what year did we graduate?
Right.
Or, when did we do this? Okay, what was our class trip?
He probably wouldn't remember.
Right. Well, and if you wouldn't remember, then I don't really know if you want to give him money because who knows what he's doing with the money.
Okay.
But,
yeah, I didn't. I didn't even think about catfishing, so that's an interesting take on it, too.
Because you know what? If he was someone that needed to ask you for money, and this would be me personally if I was ever in a rut, and I hope I never am,
Right.
I would contact someone I have a phone number for.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I would never go through Facebook. I would call you and say, Curtis, this is Carrie. I'm in some trouble.
Right.
You know, I'm looking to, maybe have you loan me some money. I know it's weird, but I would talk to you on the phone.
Right.
I would have your phone number. I would know who your kids are. You know what I mean? That's the type of thing. So,
see, I don't think a lot of people would do that, though, Carrie. I think it's so embarrassing and uncomfortable that I don't think, I believe you that you would.
Right.
I'm sitting here thinking if this was me, I'd be so embarrassed. I don't know if I would be, I don't know if I could even ask.
Well,
but
and that kind of went through my head, too. Like, maybe he's asking me, because at first I thought, don't you have any new friends, like, who live there with you? And
maybe
don't
he
you?
doesn't.
And what about your family? Well, I know that he does.
And it's been, Curtis, I'm not trying to knock on the age thing, but it's been 20 years.
No, I know.
So the problem is with that is that it's just it's unreliable, and why dabble in something that potentially
Right.
I'm kind of with your wife on this one.
Yeah,
I think that it's something you got to move on from.
And that's what she's saying. She thinks that it could mushroom. It could get bigger.
Yeah.
Like if we were to give the couple hundred and like scrounge it together and then sacrifice for the summer, give it, and then he's going to come back for more, maybe even knock on our door, and that's what she's worried about.
And potentially, I know that the PayPal is safe. I've used PayPal before just for buying things online.
Okay.
But you never want to put that number online unless you have to.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You never want to put those numbers online. So, unless it was a family member or a very close friend that I knew personally, my advice is kind of let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
That
All
just,
right.
That
Thank
just,
you, Carrie.
That just hurts
no
me in
problem.
my heart to hear that.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye, babe.
A little bit. It hurts me to hear everybody saying, "Oh, don't give him the money. He's scamming you."
Well, and this friendship goes back to a time where the world, we didn't, if it was as scammy, we didn't know about it being as scammy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It was different back then.
I would like to think that if I messaged somebody, let's say that I messaged somebody who I was really good friends with, even him. Let's say I send him a Facebook message and I say, "Hey, I'm hurt here. I need some help." I would like to think that he would believe that I was really hurt and not scamming him, and that he would help me. And I think that's part of it too.
And you have an emotional attachment to this guy.
Absolutely.
Some of the funnest times you've had as a single, probly the funnest
in
as
my
a
whole
single
life,
guy.
not even single time,
right?
Ever.
No. Your kids and your wife are more fun.
No.
Hi, Grant.
Hi.
Okay, so let me set this up again.
Okay.
Curtis has a Facebook friend. They 20 years ago were super close, traipsed around the country, did all sorts of fun things. Can't talk about it around the family. That's how fun the things were. Haven't talked in 20 years, but they are friends on Facebook. Messages him yesterday and says he's homeless. Can he borrow a couple $100?
Right. What do you think?
I do think it's a scam. I've had, I don't actually think it's him. I had twice in the last month where I've had instant messages from friends and family, and then come to find out, did you actually click on his name and go to his profile?
I did not. No.
Go on there, see if you're even friends with him, because I had family members that someone copied. They even used their same profile picture, their name,
Really?
and copied a new account. And if you're not friends with them, you might be like, wait, I thought I was friends with this person already. Why am I not friends with them now?
Right.
It's because it's another account, and I've had it twice in the last month. I had a friend that was in the hospital, same thing.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Well, I will check that.
Wow.
See, I wouldn't even think of that. That you create a fake
We're
Facebook
so
profile.
trusting.
No kidding. A fake,
Seriously.
a fake profile. I wonder who. Maybe I am out asking for money. You know?
You don't even know it.
Maybe people are paying.
Oh.
So then when I really need it, I'm going to be out of luck because they're like, we already gave you all our money.
Yeah, because all they need to do is create a profile with the same name as your friend,
Okay.
and then copy their profile picture and use that as their profile picture, and you think it's the same person.
That is.
This is a scary
crazy.
world we live in.
No
That
kidding.
I know.
What a genius
Thank
thing to
you,
do,
Grant.
though.
Yeah.
By the way.
Grant, thank you for the heads up.
No problem.
Bye, babe.
That is a genius thing to do.
Now, Sharon, are you saying you would give the money to the guy?
I would. Well, first of all, Curtis says the guy contacted him via Facebook.
Right.
And, people are out there saying, well, it could be a fake profile, but you're saying that he kind of talked to you about the times you had together?
And I just clicked on it after we hung up there, and it is him. It is his page. I mean, I'm friends with him. So.
And I've had friends in my past that were, they were sketchy characters maybe to start with, and I had crazy times with them, and they contacted me after many, many years, and they're out of your life for a reason for that period of time. You've changed and they've changed. But the fact that doesn't change is that you had these experiences with them and they meant a lot to you.
Right.
And what you could do if you're worried about him having your contact information or your home address or that, you could just get a cashier's check or a money order. It doesn't have your name on it. He can take that and cash it anywhere. And you just send it in an envelope without your address and say, hey, please consider this a gift. I hope you get back on your feet.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now the thing would be finding the money, though. That's what Katie's number one question was. Like,
Right.
where do you think we have this extra money sitting around?
Yeah.
We don't have the magic money tree like you see in those commercials.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
maybe somebody else does. No, I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know. It's tough, and I know that I don't have a lot of money to give, but it always feels good when I do give it.
It does feel good.
And then,
Right.
And,
It does
and I
feel
always,
good.
like Connie said, I never expect anybody to pay me back, and it's not like I'm giving a lot of people money out there.
Right.
But if somebody like that from my past got in touch with me, I'd be like, okay, it's a one-time deal, and if you fear it's going to mushroom, then you just deal with it the next time
Right.
around. Just say,
Now-
hey, listen, that's all that I had, and I really hope it helps you out, and I hope you have somebody else who can help you.
Yeah, I can't help you at all.
Yeah.
Here's a little more to the backstory.
Thanks,
so
Sharon.
when we were living together around the country with no money,
Right.
he had savings and I had no savings.
Okay.
So we together spent most of his savings, the two of us,
Okay.
and I did pay him back. Like I tracked him down probably 2 or 3 years later and sent him all the money that
Okay.
I owed him.
Right.
So I do think that I think maybe that added a reason that he would call me
Yes.
because he had loaned me so much money, like not even loaning, just was paying for things because he had money
Right.
and I had no money. And then I paid him back. I think that maybe there's a bond there
Yep.
with that.
I
So-
bet there is.
So who knows?
I bet
you
there
know?
is. Aaron, what do you think? Good morning.
Good morning. I think that you should give him, what you can. And just let him know, I don't have 300. If I did, it would be yours, but this is what I can give you. And, I really hope you get back on your feet. Because, I think about friends that I had in college that I'm no longer in touch with. That's really a Hail Mary that he threw you.
Oh, I agree.
Right.
I agree. And trying to convince my wife of that is the big thing. So yesterday, I was telling her that. I'm like, this guy, if he's telling the truth, which I think he is,
Right.
is
Right.
like, I'm probably a last resort. You've asked your friends, you've asked your family. Maybe
Right.
they've already given him money.
Yep.
And
Right.
he needs more money,
Right.
Right.
they've given all that they can. And
Right.
I agree. I definitely think that we should. It's good to hear everybody say yes after all the no's.
Right.
Because
Right.
I think it will kind of bring my wife around to it. But you're right. I send what I can, not what he asked
Thanks,
for.
Aaron.
I don't have to send what he
No,
asked
you don't
for.
have to send $300 or
Right.
$200.
Exactly.
You
Just
can
say,
send them $50.
Hey, here's what I got for
$10.
you. Here's what I got for you. Good luck. I hope everything gets back on your feet.
Hi, Chad.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for holding on. What'd you want to say?
So my biggest thing about this whole situation is the fact it's staying on Facebook. I think step one is you take it off of Facebook and get in contact with them, whether it's hey, send your phone number or here's my phone number and call me, and because I think that's one thing that's frustrated me over the past 6-7 months with Facebook. I'm actually quote unquote retired from Facebook because
Okay.
All right.
it's such you lose reality.
You're tired of the garbage.
Yeah, so that's my view on it is I think you should take it off of Facebook. I think Facebook's a great tool of reaching out to people. I mean, I found a friend from high school that was actually living, we grew up 2.5 hours down the road.
Okay.
And I ended up finding him on Facebook, and he lived 4 minutes down the road from me now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
So
it's a good tool in some ways.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think it's that initial contact. Hey, I need some help, and then take it off of Facebook, and then you lose the scam factor.
Now, Chad, how old are you?
32.
32.
What do you think about
Two?
what do you think about what Megan said on our Facebook page? And you haven't seen it because you're on vacation from Facebook. She said a couple $100 isn't going to help him anyway. So just say no.
Yeah, from that perspective, I'm in a boat with my oldest boy where we've got a lot of medical issues, and we've had my work and just tons of people helping out. And the way they've been helping out is not just giving money. They actually have been helping out with meals because we're at doctor's appointments a lot, and they've helped with gas cards because we've had to go to Detroit and things like that. So I think you could look at it helping him in that way with, if he's homeless and, needs food, send him some gift cards to McDonald's or Burger King or wherever. Things like that, he can't. If he's going to scam you, then he's going to try and sell a McDonald's gift card or something.
Now, Josh, on Facebook, Josh kind of takes me to task here.
Thanks,
he says,
Chad.
it's sick that it's even a question. If it's your undeniable friend that you that had your back no matter what, you are already in debt. Regardless of time, friendship shouldn't fade. If it's plausible to say people don't change for the better, don't assume that they change for the worse. You're not going to miss $300 if it has the ability to change his life. Man up and tell wifey to support your friend. The end.
Wow.
Josh, maybe I'll let you tell wifey.
Wow.
I think that'll go over a little better. Right?
Well, the problem is she doesn't have the emotional attachment to him.
Right. And
So,
Josh knows how buddies are. He says if it's your real friend, send it from your house. He's not going to come knocking on your door. It's not a scam.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good,
We're
Joe.
all right. What do you think?
I think, Curtis, you need to do what you need to do to make you sleep at night. I mean, we can all debate all day if it's a scam or is it not a scam, and maybe it is, maybe it's not.
Yep.
But you know what? It's bottom line. It's your relationship, and if you can be okay with giving them money and never getting it back and having Katie mad at you for a while,
right? Just
then
do
that's
it.
what you need to do. But I think you need to do what you need to do. It doesn't matter what we all think. It doesn't matter if it's a scam or not. And those of us who are older, we've all had times in our lives where we needed some help, or there's been times we've been scammed here and there.
Yep.
And we get through it.
Right.
But you're the one who has to sleep at night. You're the one who has to, live with yourself. And I think you just need to do what you think is best for you.
Connie's playing the presidential march there for
Yeah,
you.
Joe, good advice.
That's a good.
I like your advice.
That's a good speech.
It is a very good speech.
Screw all y'all. Just do what you got to do.
You have to be able to live with yourself.
I love it. But I also have to live with Katie. That's the
right.
thing.
What if you, and Katie doesn't have the emotional connection to this
Right.
guy, but what if you compromise and you sent him $100? Would she be okay with that? It's not a few hundred.
We'll find out, right?
Because you really want to send him the money.
We'll probably find out
can
what
tell.
we can afford to send, and then send that, and then
Yeah.
just be done with it. And then, if Katie says,
Well said, Joe. Thank you.
Then
All right, good luck.
then when they all go out to dinner, I will sit with an empty plate and a water. I'll do that for a couple times until my
Curtis.
debt is paid off to the family.
Please.
That's what you do. That's what I would do to kind of get back at her for that. Oh, just water for me.
no. I believe that you would do that.
I had to give my homeless friend my money. I'm sorry, Katie.
All right. You can weigh in on our Facebook page. The page is Connie and Curtis. It's 922.
Connie and Curtis.